And he told man that he made big on that right there. So I'm like, bro, why can't you pay my money? You made big on that. What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, he kept making excuses until I said, you know what, check this out. And I couldn't call for a while because I went out to outside medical. I had like a little minor issue with my heart.
I heard about it, bro.
And you know when they quarantine you, you can't. I couldn't go out. I couldn't get on the phone.
Yeah.
So I couldn't call for like 2 weeks, and he's not sending my money.
So
When I actually could call, that's when I told him, look, fool, this fool, I couldn't even call nobody yet. Red Rum gave me your number.
Hey, Conejo.
Once I get off this woman, yeah.
Hey, so Tony ain't paid you or paid 5150 or none of them cats.
He paid me my feria that he owed me then. Right now he owes me a G from last month.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to stick to this month. He's gonna pay me. That's why I haven't did nothing for him. I said, well, I'm not doing nothing for him until he pays me. And he wants me to do a story about Richard Martinez from San Diego. We're 11. That people have been asking for it. I said, well, if you pay my feria, then we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then I gave him a story of Raymond Miro Perez from Chavo from right there from.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm not Chavo, but I didn't finish it. I only did 15 minutes. He just finished it. I told him, no, well, when I get paid, then we'll finish it.
Yeah.
So I gotta go with it. She's already split me the phone later. I'll be calling you later on.
Yeah, hey, call me, bro. But I knew he was he was putting it out there that he was taking care of all you guys and he was paying all you guys and
He paid some of it.
Yeah.
He paid some. There was like 15 dudes when you guys are doing that. Email. I got a lot of fans that email me.
Yeah.
They were emailing me asking me, hey, well, you know the truth. Did this you pay? And I lied to them, telling them, yeah, you paid some of the payment to me, not all of it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Really pay hard, nothing.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, true.
Call me and we'll figure something out,
All right, I'll later on. If there's swimming on the phone every time, I'll call you later on sometime I got some time.
Okay, right? Bro. All right, bro.
All right, Marcus. You have a good one, man.
Hey, likewise, Hey, look, let me just say this, man. Well, real quick. What's up, Manny Reyes, David, Big D, Big Goyle, Mr. Maldo, Shadow Pit, Claudia Rains, Big Joshua, Sandman, Maxine Barella, GS, Shadow Pit, CMZ. Hey, look, so just so you guys know what that was right there. Let me just explain something. Now, I'm not gonna keep feeding this. Like I said, I'm done going in on Tony. I said what I said. I spoke my piece. But out of nowhere, this guy called me. Conejo. This is Conejo right here. The guy that had the heart problems. You guys just heard him. And apparently, since all these videos been going out or everything happened, since Tony had this nightmare happen to him, he's MIA. He hasn't answered his calls in five days apparently. So nobody's he left everybody hanging, man. But no, I'm not gonna keep giving this life. I didn't know that this dude was gonna call me. I had if you guys remember, I had shot him an email when all that shit was happening, was like, hey, you know what, bro, if you're gonna feed into that and this dude's talking about you like he's got you under some kind of contract, you don't need to be on my channel, bro. You continue doing what you're doing. I don't care about all that shit. But it's funny how, this guy called me right now, like I'm gonna be second best, man. And that's not gonna happen. His team is they're seeing the writing on the wall now, and I'm just not gonna play second best, man. Homeboy ran his mouth, shit got real. And then he tried to do damage control, but it didn't work out like that, man. So I'm not gonna speak on it no more. I'm gonna let it go. Like I said what I was gonna say, man. But I didn't call this guy. I didn't tell this guy to call me. He called me because apparently he's been blowing old boy's phone up, and he ain't getting his money. And he said he's MIA. So it's just funny, man. Shit's funny. You heard him say himself that he ain't getting paid, and he hasn't been paying them. It's crazy, man. But anyway, man, life goes on, man. You know what I mean? What's up, Spider-Man GS Machina Listo? Um, real quick, man. I just want to come on with you guys for a little. Oh, this is what I was gonna write, or I was typing this to you guys. I just finished. Anyway, I just want to make a couple announcements, man. And Inner Demons was I was hoping to get it out earlier, so that I could come on here and chop it up with you guys about it, man. It didn't get dropped until a little later, man. I don't like to do. I'll stay on doing these late until 11 or 12, but as far as starting them up like 8, 9 o'clock, I don't know, man. Anyway, it should be dropped right now. It's out. It's not on Sandman. He had some family stuff come up, and it was either edit that or he's got people in his family coming out to see him. And I'm a big advocate against, especially when they're older people, man. Spend time with your family, man. I'm not gonna be that selfish and be like, nah, stay home and fucking edit the video. That stuff can wait. You gotta cherish that time that you get, especially when they're flying in from somewhere else. So it'll come out. It should be out in a few minutes if it's not out already, man. Drop it like it's hot. You know what I'm saying? What's up, S1? All day, man. Big Josh, you're welcome to come on, man. I know I got to swing through the homie hangout one time. Matter of fact, I alluded to your channel in Inner Demons earlier, man. You're gonna like that one. What's up, Gray Bullet? AZ. So anyway, I'll make this announcement throughout this live right here a couple times. What's up, Fast Ass Dave? Clover 28. So Jerry will be coming back on with me tomorrow, man. I shot a lot of my questions at him that I had. So this will be more about you guys and you guys shooting your questions at him as well as me and him chopping up some other things that's good for you guys to Inner Demons just dropped. Yes, sir. We're gonna get into some issues, man, that it's good stuff for you guys to hear, man. So that's the plan right now. The other thing is I'll be dropping some more. I got another profile coming out. I'll be getting into that. Yeah, Jerry's cool, man. Jerry's he's been getting nothing but praise and positive feedback from a lot of the fellas from back in the day, family, and they were digging it, man. So I'm trying to get him to come on as a regular fixture. And it kind of like a podcast type of thing, man. It'd be good to have him come on there. Like I said the other day, man, it's been a while since I've been able to converse with somebody on that level. I think I said this in my video earlier on Inner Demons, but the closest I've been able to come to converse about stuff on that level is with Josh. And Josh wasn't a C, but he's an intellectual type of dude, man, that he was on the outside looking in. He wasn't an NF member, but he paid attention. How you doing, Renee Q? He paid attention, man, and we can have those discussions. You know what I mean? And that's not a slight to anybody else. It's just that's just keeping it real. But he's somebody that Jerry's somebody that I can talk to on that level, and we can talk about the leadership issues because we both been regimental commanders. We both were running San Jose Regiment at different times. We basically come from the same era, and you see how many things tied us in together. I mean, it was crazy, man. He knew John Romero Sleepy, my my who I refer to as my criminal mentor in my book. Um, he knew he knew a couple. Who else did he know? He knew Pantera real good. He knew Leo Cano. Which I'm gonna drop something on him. There was just a lot of names that were coming up that he was like, that we were kind of tied in. It just shows to show how small the world is, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, it's straight up. You know that, bro. Um, and like I said, boy, you can slide through if you want, or you could just spectate, man. It's all good. Uh, what's up, Sparky Buff and Anaru Steel 831? Oh, the other thing I want to tell you guys is this, man. So per Jerry, he he wanted the proceeds from the first video that we did together to go to the Uvalde kids. Now look, man, I'm not one of these dirty ass channels. Um, I take I put a lot of emphasis on my credibility, man. I'm gonna donate that money. Every cent that was donated by you guys that was for the Uvalde kids. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on their um what's it called, GoFundMe page. Okay, I cannot manipulate that. Matter of fact, I can do it while I'm online, and you guys can go on there. Anybody that has any doubts whatsoever about me putting that money on their GoFundMe page, and I'm gonna do it as Paradigm Media News, and Jerry Salazar. You know what I mean? I don't want none of that money. It's not my money. Um, I'm not pocketing none of that money. I'm not one of these. I'm not dirty like that, man. I've been transparent with you guys, and I'm gonna continue to be that way. Would other people do that? I doubt it. You know what I mean? But that's their business, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I put a lot of emphasis on my credibility, and I want you guys to see that that money is gonna go to where it should go, and that's to those kids, man. Their families are suffering. You know what I mean? Um, some of those parents are grieving. I mean, that's just crazy, man. I don't gotta tell you guys, man. To lose a child like that, man. It's a rough thing, man. That can just have a devastating impact on people, man. It can fucking break marriages up and do all kind of crazy shit. That's a pain that just your kids ain't supposed to die before you, and they sure in the fuck ain't supposed to die like that. And at 6 and 7 years old. So you know when that comes through around the 20 what's a month behind. YouTube runs a month behind, so uh that will touch down in what is this? Is June, July, August. Pretty sure it will touch in August. Sandman, I know you're listening. Is that's correct, right? So for this month, it's being that it's a month behind, it'll touch down in August, right? The donations that were made. If I'm wrong, can correct me. Man, yeah, it's a legit. You'll see it, bro. Trust me. Chupa mi verga. I got no fucking I ain't trying to make no fucking fake GoFundMe. Come on, bro. Don't question my integrity, homie. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you've been somebody that's been on there for a while, and I respect you, bro. But I'm not a scandalous dude like that, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Otherwise, I would have just shut the fuck up about it. I wouldn't be talking about it. I just let it go away. I let people forget about it. You know what I'm saying? So just um, I told you already, bro, that that's their GoFundMe page. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was to create a fake page, how am I gonna put it up for them? You'll be able to see that it's legit, man. Just pay attention on, you can you can Google and go on their page yourself from your own computer. Got nothing to do with me, and you'll see yourself. You know what I'm saying? So fuck, I'm gonna create a fake page and do all. I don't need that money, bro. And it's for me to do something like that. It's an assassination of my character to even think that I would want to do something like that, man. Yeah, Dave. Well, come on, man. I'm trying to make an announcement here, man. yeah, I understand that, chupa mi verga, but that's my whole point, homie. Let's just take for, like I said, let's just take for argument's sake that I was gonna do that. Do you think I'll be talking about it right now? I would like stay away from it, let people forget about it, and not bring it back up. But I'm bringing attention to it because I want people to check. I want people to Google it and go on there and see it. You can pull it up right now. They got a GoFundMe page, so pull it up right now. All the naysayers or the doubters, pull it up right now. Look at it. GoFundMe for Uvalde kids, and you will see. I'll do it right here online, man. God damn. Let me drag the dead body in too and lay it at people's feet so they can see that the motherfucking body's not breathing. It's really fucking dead, man. That's right, Suavecito. I appreciate you, my brother. What's up, Beatrice? What's up, Lupe? So, Lupe, did you catch the beginning of this live right here, the first few minutes? Because if you did, I had your boy on the phone, man. What's up, AZ Gunslinger? What happened, Sandman? What is it? You can't hear me or something? What's my internet? Nah, Spider-Man, I ain't talked to him yet. So hey Lupe, so your boy Frankie Cornejo called, man. Called me out of nowhere. Like I told these guys that were listening, you can catch this live again later, but Frankie Cornejo called and was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And how come I can't get a hold of Tony? I don't fucking know why. I can't get a hold of him. He's MIA, man. He owes me a grip of money, and okay, I don't know, bro. I have thoughts on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is crazy. I thought you'd get a kick out of it because I know that you personally know a lot about that situation, man. Sandman, what were you talking about, man? Is it my internet acting up or something, or... No, I didn't. What was it, Raymond? Damn, you guys, I'm lost right now, bro. I'm still trying to get my blood pressure right. Chupa mi verga. Hey, bro, if I misunderstood you, homie, hey, I greatly, I sincerely apologize, bro, because like I said, man, you've been on the channel for a while, bro, and I respect you, and I was kind of surprised that even came from, maybe it's because I ain't wearing my fucking glasses, man. You know what I mean? But if I misunderstood you, homie, I apologize to you, bro. I'm not too much of a man to admit that I might have been wrong, but all I seen was I don't know, I seen red, bro. That's all I seen, man. Yeah, it was probably the cat, man. It was probably that cat that pissed me off. We'll stick with that, bro. But don't let that chupa mi verga, don't let that become an issue, man. You know what I mean? It's not that serious, bro. I'm just, my whole point in putting that out there is because I wanted people to see that I was keeping it real like that, man. So it is what it is, bro. I appreciate that, Cisco Cipriano. Nah, it's all good, bro. Don't even trip, man. That's on me, bro. See that's you should have asked Conejo about Lalo. I know I was trying to remember his name, Lupe, but I couldn't remember it, bro. He's gonna call back. But I did tell him, I said, hey homie, with all due respect, bro, I'm not gonna play second fiddle with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Call me back because he wants to cut it up about something. But you know, I told him when all that was going on, hey, you should be able to speak on any channel you want to speak on. But if that's how you're doing it, I'm cool. You can stay over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not playing second best, man. The Zodiac Killer profile. I appreciate that, Richard, Daughtry, Dottie. Thank you, Rosa Milano. That's right, Jesse Sanchez. Much love, right back at you, BMF Ranger. I don't know if you caught this, man, but okay, you did catch it. You know, you're one of the ones that made a good donation, man, and I want you to see, man, that money is gonna go exactly where you intended it to go. I have absolutely no interest on keeping a penny of that money. I think anybody that would do that, especially money that's going to kids like that, man, it's about as foul as you can get, man. I know, Lupe. I know, man. Big Moose, man. Good looking one. Hey, I knew that was gonna come up, and I'm gonna say this, man. With all due respect to uh, where you might have got that from, people, I understand. I believe everybody that's on YouTube that has a platform has positive intentions, and I don't ever think anybody would ever be malicious enough to put something out there like that. It's a very sensitive topic for me because you know, when you're dealing with a situation like that, you got to have concrete proof, man, of um, when these guys are fighting these kind of cases and people's lives are hanging in the balance and they're looking at fucking double life or fucking triple digits. You got to let them fight their case, man. Leave them dudes alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave them alone. Let them fight their case. Hey, if you got something concrete, if you got a solid source and you're comfortable enough to stand behind it, then by all means, go ahead, man. Put it out there. Me myself, homie, I don't have no concrete proof of nothing like that. Um, I'm not comfortable um, saying that that's true. I've been the victim of that, bro. So that's why it's a sensitive topic from me. When you're fighting a fucking indictment and you're looking at life, the last thing that you need is to hear rumors that are generated on the streets from people, and that's I believe that's where it might have came from. It could even be something that was generated from the federal faction. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but when you're fighting a case and something like that comes up, it's first of all, it's a big interference. It's a huge distraction. And secondly, especially when it's not true, it's fucked up, bro. You know, you gotta worry about your family. Then you gotta worry about, you know, the light that you're being looked at, or the light that, you know, the negative attention you're getting from the fellas, and shit can get people hurt, man. So, you know, we've all on YouTube, we've all put something out there one time or another that might not have been concrete. Um, a lot, a lot of it's probably, you know, it's unintentional, but something like that, I just stay away from it, bro. I stay away from it. I got paperwork, or I got a source that straight put eyes on it and knows about it, then I'll speak on it. But short answer, homie, I don't know nothing about that. And I believe if there was some truth to it, um, that I would. Uh, I don't know where you heard it from, but I know that it was put out there. Uh, earlier today, and the individual that did it had enough integrity to take it down. So I respect that, bro, and I'll leave it at that, man. Because I had a conversation with the individual, and uh, I don't dictate nothing to nobody, but I spoke my piece on it, and I suggested, hey, homie, I think you should probably that's a little premature, and I know a lot of people are singing that same tune, but it's probably best, man, to just wait, bro. Just think about the implications that are involved with something like that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Big figures. I appreciate it, my boy. Straight up, big moves. The other thing I wanted to discuss with you guys, man, is something that I talked about in Inner Demons today, man. Uh, I wrapped up the situation in the county jail with the Africanos, and some of the animosity that I caused when I was doing some of the shit that I did in the county jail, and then I started talking about Sleepy, the individual that I mentioned with Jerry. Jerry knew Sleepy, and those of you that read my book, Sleepy John Romero, that was the individual that I referred to as my criminal mentor, and that's the dude that laced me up, basically taught me how to be a criminal out there, man. And as a young gang member that was out there in the streets doing a bunch of wild shit, uh, I refer to I learned early on as a youngster on, and I've said this before, about how to get your respect out there on the streets. It's the same thing in prison. I refer to it as the status mobility system in my book. Um, and that comes through acts of violence, whether it's stabbing somebody, whether it's shooting somebody, beating somebody down, mollywhopping somebody, whatever, man. And that goes for prison as well. You get your credibility and you earn your respect by the the amount of blood you spill, by the stabbings and the whatever it is, physical altercations, the violent acts that you commit, man. And I talked a little bit about some of the shit that I used to do as a youngster, um, stabbing people for no reason, uh, shooting people for no reason. And I think that's why they initially started calling me Diablo when I was a youngster. Straight up, man. I go into some of these stories, and I'm gonna be getting into them. But um, my point is, when I was talking about it earlier, so when I was a kid, man, and I used to run around with Sleepy, like Jerry said, he's a straight fucking killer, man. When After we took him in, because I met him when I was 16, 17, my mom, she took a liking to him because he's a real charismatic type of dude. He's a good dude. And at that time, he didn't have family, and he was out there on the streets. So we took him in, and he became like my brother. Um, but there was that other side of him where we just started doing shit out there in the streets, man. And I watched him, and I watched how he moved. I watched how the things that he did, and some of the violent shit that he did, and I gauged my own reaction. Like it pumped a little fear into me to see some of the things that he did to people, and it's empowering. At least it was for me when I was a kid, to hurt somebody and to have somebody beg, and to to just have that kind of control and power over somebody. When you stab somebody and you can feel the air coming out of their body, it changes you. It does something to you, man. And I know, Sean Whelan, you made a comment that stuck with me when I read it, man. And something to the effect of, damn, boxer, the inner demons, man. It puts you in, man, puts you in a whole different light, man. Like, it shows just how fucked up some of the shit I was doing out there. And I responded to you. Basically, what I said was that, it's true. I mean, as a youngster, I did a lot of foul shit, but it just goes to show how somebody like that can change to where I am today, man. So it gives me more credence to what I'm trying to do now. But anyway, the point I was gonna make is, so when you guys watch that video, Inner Demons, I talk about just being out there on the streets and walking up to somebody and just pulling out a fucking blade and just stabbing them in front of the homies and laughing about it, or pulling a gun out and I'm not saying I used to always take headshots, but pulling a gun out, shoot somebody in the leg or shoot somebody in the fucking back or something, and laughing about it. I'm older now, and when I think back to a lot of the shit that I did, just think how fucked up that is, man. Imagine walking down the street and some youngster comes running up on you with a fucking big ass blade and just starts stabbing you. What I never thought about was what happened to that individual after the fact. More than likely, most of these individuals that got that ended up in the hospital, right? They're probably in the hospital, got to go through a bunch of fucking surgeries. It has a domino effect. You take the breadwinner out of the equation, and the whole family's affected. You know what I mean? That's what I didn't think about. And the point I'm trying to make, man, is a lot of you youngsters that are out there running around doing that stupid shit, man. Think about it. You need to think about how it might affect people, their families. Think about how it would affect you if it was your sister, your brother, or your dad, or a close family member that just got victimized like that. Not because they were out in the streets looking for they were out there in the streets running around doing stupid shit themselves, and they pushed up on the wrong person and they got what they had coming. Just somebody walking down the motherfucking street, minding their own business, and somebody comes running up on you and just starts stabbing you. It's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? So that's the point I was trying to make in this episode. Obviously I can't go into every situation that I was in out there, but I remember a lot of them, and I went into a few in this episode. And it's something that needs to resonate with people, man. Just think about that. Even take the violence out of it. Even the other shit that I used to do, burglarizing people's houses, breaking into people's cars, man, I would go fucking ballistic if somebody fucking broke the window on my truck and went in there and just gutted my fucking truck, took all my speakers, took all the amplifiers and just all my shit. You know what I mean? Destroy something that somebody worked hard for. Some youngsters got to think about that, man. Just think about it. So hopefully the episode of Inner Demons that I put out earlier, that will make people think. It'll make them think about some of that stuff, man. The other thing I want to say is those of you that have been dropping a lot of positive comments, I appreciate it, and it's therapeutical for me to hear about some of you guys' experience as well, man. I've already got a lot of validation from a lot of people that have reached out personally and like, bro, the Inner Demon stuff is helped me. To hear somebody talk about it, and that they can relate because they got a mother that's that was a dope fiend, or she was out in the streets hooking, or the gang stuff, man, going to prison at a young age, or going out there on the streets and basically having to be on my own at the age of shit, 13, 14 years old. It helps people. It's helping people. And that right there is that validation is what it's all about, man. You know, I had a conversation with somebody earlier that reached out to Sam, man, somebody that doesn't wish to be identified, and that's it's respected, but their whole purpose was they just want to touch base and make some suggestions about some future things that we could talk about. But you know, his whole thing was like, bro, it's like I watch your show, your channel, and there's like 10 or 15 of us out here that we all watch it, and there's a bunch of active cats that I know that watch it. Nobody will admit it, you know what I mean? They just kind of, yeah, we watch it, man. You know what I mean? And from what the homie was telling me, it's helping people. People are listening, man, and that's what's up. It shows that not only me, but some of these other channels. I'm sure um it's a combination. People don't just come on here and watch me. I'm sure they go and watch some of these other channels. Whether you watch them because you want to laugh, or you watch them because they got good stories. I think it's a collective. It's a collective effort, man. Josh has got a good channel. He talks about a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of positive messages, things that he talks about. You know, one of the things that this youngster wanted me to talk about, and I'm gonna coordinate it with him, is about getting some of us that have done time in prison, or not even necessarily those of us that have done time, but those that grew up in the hood and were once involved out there with the criminal element or gangs or whatever, that you know, all that I can't get a job and nobody will hire me because I got tattoos on my face. It's a crock of shit, man. If I can do it, and there's other homies out there that can do it with my record and my history, anybody can do it. You know, so he got some suggestions, and I'm all for things like that, man. So we'll put it out there whenever he taps back in, man. Yeah, hit that like button, Playboy. I appreciate that, Max Payne 415. Mac Daddy, that's right. Oh, I've learned Sandman. Now I've made it a point to try and help others. That's what's up, man. Get into any trade unions are the least biased on hiring ex-cons. Most definitely, man. Those jobs will always hire you. Unions, they don't give a fuck about your tattoos, and a lot of them won't even trip on your history. As long as you got good work ethic and you're somebody that's serious about coming to work on time, and you want to work and make some money, that's all they care about. Jerry's coming back tomorrow, Friday night. We'll be right here, man, putting it down. Echo again. I don't know if you heard this earlier, probably not, but I'm trying to get Jerry to come on with me as kind of like a podcast type of thing on a regular basis, man. He's getting a lot of positive feedback from a lot of his old homies. A lot of them are tapping in with him, and they're digging that video, man. They like they like the things that we talked about, and he understands that. So he's got other obligations going on too, and it's understandable. But I'm gonna try to get him on there as much as possible, man. Welder, fabricator, most definitely. Yep. For those that are in prison, learn a trade. And there's a lot of people that are tapping in that are in prison right now. I see the comments, you know, I see the comments. Also, another call be coming out tomorrow. I don't know if any of you listened to that last call that was from a former BGF member, an Africano that I believe he's in Vacaville right now. He's got a good story, man. He's got a good story. He called earlier, and I don't know what's better, the first call that is already posted or this last one, but I talked to him after, man, and I told him, hey, man, however many calls it takes for you to run your story, just keep going, man. I like what you're talking about. And if you haven't listened to it, check it out. He's got a good story. The homie Loose Cheeks from North Vallejo checked in. I don't remember that. I don't remember that homeboy right there. Homeboy Loose Cheeks. Ese caja, saludos. What's up, Jesse Rodriguez? Blanco Joker from Logan. He's a lifer. He's also in a wheelchair. Yeah, it's crazy, man. A lot of respect for the homie being in a wheelchair. It's tough, bro. Washington State tapping in, man. Much respects, man. Local 70 Union Carpenter. See, man. From prison to the Union, 8 years clean and sober, big homie. Hey, man. Congrats to you, bro. Straight up, man. Ismael Guadalupe Bucio. Oh, respects, homie. You know what I mean? Keep that. Turn that 8 into 10. Turn that 10 into 20, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. You listen to what story was that? That you listened to Jacob Brown. That's right, no. Naru. Sandman said he's gonna hit the fart sack. All right, bro. Must be nice, man. Be able to sleep and shit and go out, fucking nice restaurant, eat some good food. Nah, it's all good, bro. I get with you, man. I get those everything that you asked for earlier. They'll be in your Dropbox whenever you come up out of that coma. Sometimes people cannot see past the wheelchair. Yeah. Certified sprinkler fitter. I'm tatted and have a record. There's work out there. Just have to want to work. That's straight up, man. Bro, they took me to a restaurant where I could only eat nothing. I know, right? You only where you like French fries. But whose fault is that? You finicky motherfucker. Whose fault is that, man? You're worse than that cat that you got, homie. That cat eats more food than you. It's all good, man. Have a good night, Sam, man. What's up, Goyle? I had me a bomb dinner tonight. I know, man. You got a bomb dinner every night. The BGF story, yeah, Jacob. That's what I was saying. He's got a good story, man, and it only gets better in the second one. I was listening to the dude while I was working on some content. It's a crazy story, man, that he's got. What's up, Lodi 209? Oh man, I'm just doing it while the doing is good, you know. Getting it while the getting is good. French fries and hot dogs, straight up. That's all he eats is French fries, man. What was it, Josh? What do you? Where you at, Josh? Motherfucker. Maxine says, "Good night, Sam, man. Feel better." First he had bad pepperoni, now mold poison. Yeah, he's a sensitive one, bro. Okay. Getting low riding stories, cruising and getting in the shit, possibly in the cars you fixed up ran. I mean, I had I had a Monte Carlo, man. I had a fucking I had me a fucking Elky. Was it? I think it was a 70. 70. What was it? 72, 73. Nah, man, not really no. I had me a couple lowriders on me, but I really wasn't. I wasn't out there enough, man. You know, back when we used to cruise in the Mission, when they had lowriders in the Mission. You guys remember in the 70s, man? We used to fucking cruise out there, just getting into it out there. But I can't really think of any lowrider stories. Steak, green beans, and papas. Yeah, Jacob, but he's gonna keep going, man. That's just the beginning. The second part will come out tomorrow. Um, and it just keeps getting better. He was shotgun with the shotgun. Yeah, Box, if you can get back one of your old cars to either fix up or in the same condition, what would you buy again or against? What would you buy again? 1970 1970 Chevy Chevelle. Just put them in any comment section, Lodi 209. Go, you know what? Put them in the. It'd be better if you put them in any of the comment sections, preferably the latest ones in the community. So like the last couple community posts, it don't matter what we're talking about. You can put them in the one that I posted where I said I was going to do this live after the Inner Demons. Just put them in there so I know where they're at, and I'll find them. They're saying strawberries are giving gentes. That's good to know because shit, I've been eating them bad boys too, man. They're good right now. 1962 Super Sport. I had a badass Lincoln too, bro. Long motherfucker, man. Back window used to roll down. What's good, Philip? Much love. Right back at you, my boy. 1970 Chevelle in decent shape. Big money. I know, man. Yeah, man. When I met my dad, big figures, I was just a little dude out there in San Jose. He had a bomb in the backyard, man, and he told me, he's like, that's gonna be your car when you get older. After he got killed, I don't know what happened to the car, man, but that motherfucker would probably be worth it. I think it was like an old Fleetline or something like that, man. Inner Demons is uploaded, so it's out. It should have been out. I thought it was out already. Yeah, it's out. 68 three-door Suburban in decent shape for a 68 three-door Suburban. When I think about them donks, they be riding in Florida, some crazy shit. 65 Riviera, yeah, Rasa food. Them motherfucking ribs are clean too. 62 Super Sport, 100 stacks right now in a 1970 Chevy Seville. Yeah, they're clean, bro. 63 Lincoln Continental convertible. I'll look it up, Lupe. $1971 Impala convertible are in high demand. Being offered some good money. What about them fucking old Ford trucks, man? I like them motherfuckers too. Yes, sir. 1971 Impala convertible. 85 Bronco. That's right, BMF Ranger. The Mo Ford Rangers are the hype right now. I let homie listen to your stories, and he said he never wants to go to prison. You changed one kid, man. That's what's up, Philip. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. If I was to stop right now, I already accomplished what I was trying to do. You know, but that's good, man. Hopefully, hopefully that youngster is sincere, man. You should still probably watch a couple more. What's up, Victor? Yeah, man, we'll catch round two tomorrow, homie. Tomorrow night, Friday. We'll be doing it again. Me and Cripple Jerry. C Dog, what's up, my boy? Been to Sanborn and Del Monte. Hell yeah. My boy Smokey used to live out there on Sanborn. I used to live out there, Carlos. I've been all through there. Shit, I went on a high speed. I went on a high speed right there with me, Bubba from Salinas, Baby Joker, and another homeboy from Tulare County. I don't know. I don't know what his name was, but he was a little hitter, man. I went on a high speed right there on started out there right off a Ryder and one of those streets. I forget, man. Yeah, Goyle on Ryder. Yeah, what's that? What's that street where Ryder kind of starts? Goyle. That's right, Damien. What's up, boy? It starts right there. Um, Mateo's sister used to live out there. Maxine says she's still rocking a Pinto. Shit, that's a classic. How did you guys manage to dodge those cops on the Highway Hood story? The Highway Hood story. The Highway Hood story. Which one was that, Philip? There's a few of them. Brandon Street. It might be, yeah, right there by Veranda. That's where it started. And all four of us had weapons, man. I think one of Baby Joker's phone calls, I brought it up and was like, "Hey, you remember that?" And he was like, "Yeah, bro." It was like, because I don't know, it's like I had a fucking brain fart, man. I went through the stop sign and they fucking bust a U-turn and came up behind me and hit the lights. And I started to pull over and the homie's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Get the fuck up out of here. We all got guns, homie." Now tell me twice, man. But I drove all through the residential area out there. Just I was fucking driving crazy. I got a little bit of skills, man. Go ahead, fast ass Dave. Say something crazy, boy. I got some skills on when it comes to getting away, man. I got away. I shook them. I was driving so crazy that I think they were like, you know what? In a residential neighborhood, a bandit pursuit. Let that motherfucker go. He's gonna kill somebody. That's right. 805 Santa Maria. Running across the street for some things for my lady. Can drop link if you want to. Give me 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Come on, Josh. Just let me know when you come back. I'll drop that link on me. I never heard of no Brandon Street. No, I think he meant to say Veranda. Goyle, he corrected it up top. He said Veranda, not Brandon. Yeah, that's the same one, Philip. That's how I got away because I was driving too crazy. We're out where some of us were three strikers, man. I know me, Bubba, and Baby Joker were. He said autocorrect. That's Veranda. You know any homies from Santa Maria? Not off top, man. I meant to say Barton. I don't know, Goyle. He sounds like he knows. He was talking about Veranda. Barton run through there too. The important thing is I shook them fools, man. I've been to Ukiah. I've been to Ukiah Street in Salazar. I didn't even know they had one out there, Victor. New on here. How long? How long you been out? How long I've been out since 2000, 2012. Same night you almost blew Baby Joker's dang foot off. Yeah, that same night I almost shot Baby Joker on the accident. That's correct, homie. And that was after that high speed, uh, fast ass Dave. That was funny, man. I ain't never seen nobody jump as high as Baby Joker jumped that night when I almost shot his fucking his foot off, man. That fool almost bounced off the ceiling. Yeah, I appreciate it, Chrysler. I appreciate it, man. You remember Rexall Drugstore, 16th and Mission? Now it's a Burger King. Fairway Store, Boys Club, Guerrero Street. Used to take the Muni Giants games, ballpark, riding through Hunters Point. Yeah, man. Uh, RYB, man. Yeah. If you remember on 16th and Mission, when I used to run around down there, that corner restaurant right across from McDonald's, man, it used to be a Chinese joint. I was real good friends with the dude that owned the restaurant, but it was a lot different back then, man. They cleaned it up. That whole area is cleaned up now. There was a whole stroll right around the corner on 17th, on 16th and Cap. They got fucking substations all up and down the Mission now. There's nobody out there, and it's a lot of there's a lot of diversity out there in the Mission now. You don't see. It used to be predominantly Hispanic, raza. Now you see a little bit of everybody running around out there: blacks, whites, Mexicans, Africanos, Asians. Box, would upstate Sureños falling to the end of hostilities, or do they just fall under the Sureño umbrella because they always beefing with Norteño? Uh, I don't know, man. On the streets, it's kind of it's kind of a different. They're playing under a different set of rules on the streets, man. I don't know if some of the upstate Sureños or the Norteños out there are honoring the end of hostilities. As more time goes on, I think as more people get out, that it's starting to have an effect on the streets. But I think from what I've seen, the most part, it's really not being recognized right now. Like out there in Richmond, Santa Cruz, some parts of Salinas. Nah, seriously, man. Uh, yeah, I don't know. It just depends, man. Yeah, yeah. With Benjamin, what's his name? The La Mission movie. You ever been homies with skinheads in the pen? Yeah, man. Chrysler technician. Look, man, there was some skinheads. I just put it like this: there was some skinheads in the county jail that I was in. and they're technically supposed to be considered enemies. Just prison politics, man. But where I was at, they were getting pushed up on, and it was just some bully type shit, man. And I've never been a fan of people being bullies, you know. And it was mass majority because it wasn't Africanos, so, but it was just another group that were pushing up on these dudes, and it was only like 3 or 4, but they were cool cats, and I used to fucking shoot pinochle with these dudes anyway. But it got to the point where I was like, you know what, check it out, man. What they're doing is foul, and they're pushing up on you cats because there's only a couple. But look, check it out. You guys go ahead and fucking kick it off, man, and stand up for your fucking selves instead of allowing that shit to keep happening. And we got you. I was an NF member at that time, and things didn't escalate that far. It ended up the other individuals that they were having conflict with, they kind of figured it out that okay, these guys got their back. They figured it out. It wasn't a secret, man, and it killed it. But I ended up seeing some of these same dudes in Quentin, and when they came through, they didn't have no homies in there, and I made sure that they were well taken care of, just because that's just how I am. I knew them in the county jail. I used to sit there and play knucks with them all day, and they were some cool dudes, man. It wasn't no political type of shit jumping off over there, and I made sure that they were looked out for, man. In Quentin, it was some cool dudes, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, Suan, Milan. Yeah, I respect that too. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's all good, Chrysler. There has been talk of expanding the E to H in the streets up here, but no traction, in part because lack of leadership with Southerners. Yeah, I you know um, I know a lot of there's a lot of cats out there in Southern California that are they're pushing that line too, man, and it's a good thing. Um, I don't know if I'd still be comfortable enough with being like the first one to go out there and try to start a regiment. You know what I'm saying? But um, there's a lot of influence out there, and they're pushing the right lines, man. So eh, man, who is this, man? Who sent me this? Booyah! You guys see that? You weren't lying, Josh. Some green beans, some papas, and some bloody ass red meat, man. Damn, homeboy. Made you feel like you mellowed out. No longer Gaga Palos in your younger days. Honestly, bro, I think it was man, it was like around my 30s, man. Probably like my mid 30s. I got indicted when I was 30, when I was 34. So like right before then, I was starting to mellow out, starting to grow up a little bit. I'm doing good, Mr. Lopez 408. How you doing, bro? Starts at the top, and the soldiers hopefully can follow. Yeah, most definitely Raymond M. What picture? Oh, here we go, man. Check this out. Gotta see who that is. Big Goyo from Salas. What is that, Goyo? Oh shit, ceviche. Big ass shrimp. Some tacos, carnitas. Sounds good about now. Yeah, bro. Hey, give me 20 minutes. I'll be back. I'm gonna go. Hell yeah, sounds good, man. I gotta go to work. Keep doing what you do, boss. Be safe. I'm out here. All right, Max Payne. You have a good one, man. Be safe, homie. Mashika. What's up, boy? What's up, boy? PMN Sendars. Iowa in the house. That's right. Homemade pesole. Homemade corn tortillas. You just watched the interview. What's that? Christian Bernal Avila, the Inner Demons, or the interview with Jerry Salazar. Yeah, I'm just conversing with them. Just I can't appreciate no fucking shrimp, homie. I don't like no seafood, no shrimp. Toro from Salinas, he'd be about 62. I was in Tracy with him in '83. Toro, Japster, Japster. Not that ain't Japster. Fucking what the fuck was his name? Ubi Akori or something like that. I had a fucking celly in Corcoran. Let's put on the gloves. I'm scared, only. I'm scared, bro. Oh man, what kind of what are you talking about, Lil Mafia? What do you want to put on the gloves, man? You talking about throwing some kind of boxing event? Going to miss soup. Boy, can't wait for winter. Jimmy Jab from Salinas. It's kind of fucked up how the mother dudes doing what you doing. Fook. Which ones, man? Which ones? Familiar? What are we talking about? Doing what I'm doing? Like seriously, we all know that boxer. LOL. That's why you canceled that boxing fight with Rojo. I know, cause I was scared, right? I was gonna get beat up. I tucked my little tail and I said, "Man, you know what? I'm gonna tap out. I'm not gonna pull up. You're gonna whoop my ass, man." Right? Yeah, that's what happened, man. That BGF cat is young. Does that mean they're still recruiting? They're still doing their thing. Ese tonton after um after they let them out of the shoot with everybody else, man, they're starting to they're doing what everybody else is doing. You know. No, I know, little mafia. No, man, you never know, man. You might have one of them motherfucking one of them crazy awkward right crosses or something, man. You know, never underestimate anybody, man. You the realest homeboy on this YouTube. Yeah, I appreciate that. I just try to keep it real, bro. I got you, Box. Tell him I'll fight for money. Set it up. All right, Mac Daddy, let's do it, man. Oh, that's not gonna happen. that won't happen. That you know, again, that other fight, it ain't gonna happen. I put a little comment in there earlier. I ain't trying to get crazy or nothing. All I said was, you know, if I'm not gonna comment on the event, but if there is an event, I'm gonna be there with bad intentions, man. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm just saying, man. But I already was told that, and it ain't gonna happen. Just trust me. People are reevaluating their safety now, and you know. So that'd be entertaining though, man. CMZ, man, I appreciate it, man. Okay, I got you. Damn, let me erase that real quick so he can't see that. Spin that to the top, man. Let me text him right now, just in case he's watching. You don't see that shit. All right. What's the most messed up nickname you ever heard? Hey, be honest with you, Martin 9400. It was some of my own homies, man, out of Frisco. They were coming with some old fucking buttermilk, saucy, fucking crazy shit, bro. I heard you called out Neil Design and he never responded. Yeah, that's because he got a big mouth, man. No, I heard he dropped another video talking about something about guys from up north got to check in with him. That's pretty funny, man. Got to check in with him before coming to LA. Come on, homeboy, man, for real, bro. Some shit just don't even sound right. What Vasquez do I know from San Jose? I knew Cruz Vasquez. They used to call him Sleepy. Do I ever miss? Um, the only thing I say I miss about it, man, is maybe some of the camaraderie, man, that I had with some cats, bro. But I don't miss taking penitentiary chances and running around doing all that crazy shit. Just certain people that I bonded with, man, I used to run around with. Maybe that right there, bro. But none of that other stuff, man. Why does everyone want to put the gloves on? Freaked. Yeah. What's up, East Bay, NorCal? What's the farthest you traveled on your bike? Fuck, bro. Don't even laugh, homie. The farthest I ever traveled on my bike. Man, bro. The farthest I traveled on it was, and I wasn't even on it. When I threw that motherfucker in the back of a fucking trailer and moved from one pad to the next, bro. That's the farthest. It's sad. I I got 300 miles on my bike, bro, and it's I've been on it a few times, so it was local. I didn't even make it out of the fucking county, hardly anywhere, bro. I gotta start riding my bike more. Sliding through, my boy, kind of busy with work, the lady and working out, homie. But I slide through, showing some love. You know that's right. Hey man, just tap in and let me know you good, man. It's all good. It's time cross country. Yeah, man. I need to go on one of them runs one of these times, man. I ain't got no plans to right now, man. But yeah, from the dealership to home. Are you planning on taking a long trip on it? Maybe someday, man. Not anytime soon. Is that your new book, The Inner Demon? What book? Huh? That book you're reading right now, is that your new book, The Inner Demon? I don't I'm doing a I'm doing like a life story type of thing that's called Inner Demon. I'm not reading a book that's called The Inner Demon. Maybe you're talking about the book something mischief about the it's about the Mongols, I believe, or one of the motorcycle clubs, man. That's right. Box she come with Rascal of Nevada. Suavecito 484. Yeah, man. That's doable right there. You did that with the Tookie book too. What's that? What did I do, man? I like them damn audios you do. What did I do with the Tookie book? Joshua said drop the link. There you go, man. Boxer, if I'm not mistaken, you said you were coming out with the second book. That's going to be called. Yeah, it's the second book, man. It's going to be called The West of the Familiar, bro. But the subtitle is going to be called Life After the Familia. So I'm coming out with it. I'm like a little bit over halfway done. You did an awesome job. Hey, I appreciate that, Jeff Reynolds. Thank you, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bang out some of that Tookie book tonight so that Sandman can drop them. Got the illest spills on me. Thank you, Raider. It says East Oakland in the house. Town business, man. Hey, man. Folks, who said that, man? Ese Tonton. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I went to Cabo San Lucas. They got fucking horses on the beach, right? I ain't no big fuck. I'm not like no 400-pound dude. I'm not just that big, but I'm a little bit bigger than like I'm a bulky type of dude, bro. You know what I mean? But the motherfucker wouldn't let me get on the horse because he said you too goddamn big. That motherfucking horse would probably just lay down in the sand and be like, hell no. Get this motherfucker off me, man. Seriously, I could not get on the fucking horse, bro. that's a real story too, man. Like, goddamn, I ain't no 400 pounds. Shit. Remember, I was telling you too, man. I used to go to when I was a kid. I used to go to Half Moon Bay. They got a bunch of stables over there where you can get on the horse, pick your own horse out, and then you can take them for like a hour or 2 hour ride through the beaches and through all the little trails, and they know their way. So it's cool, man. And you can run them on the beach and shit.
Yeah, I went horse riding. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this background real quick too. Wrong way. There we go. I'm trying to be like Sandman.
345. Cut that out, boy.
There we go. I got to plug in a computer. I'm gonna be here for a while. I can already feel it. Yeah, I got to ride a horse not too long ago.
Did you run that motherfucker? You just trotted, bro. I know a lot of people scared to run them.
No, but running them is a lot better than trotting them. Trotting them is not too comfortable. You know, that's when you're kind of bouncing up and down. You get them to pick up a little speed, and that's when you're riding like an old school Cadillac or something. You just float.
Yeah.
The horse that I got on didn't have that speed, right? They had trot, then they had trot a little bit fast, and then they had jog for about 30 seconds. That was it.
Yeah, hey man. You know, when you get up on a horse, you don't realize how high up you really are, man. You know what I mean? That's why some people don't run them motherfuckers. They're scared to run them. Right. But you're sitting kind of high up on that motherfucker, man. Yep. I started riding them when I was a kid. I learned quick, man.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Suavecito? I'm glad you subscribed. Yeah, Box is a real one, man. It's a good channel. I think I'm confident that you're gonna enjoy this content, man. Yeah, for real.
Oh, that's somebody on your channel?
Yeah, we actually got to catch up in person the other day when I was out there in Reno. It was odd, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I had told you about it. I was just walking around a little bit on a live, and he's like, "Bro, you're walking in my neighborhood. Like, you know, I live on these streets." And so, so we're like, "Fuck it, let's link up." And so we posted up and chopped it up for a little bit. And so, yeah, that was nice, man. That was cool. Kind of find out there's a handful of subscribers that are out there in the area that will be moving, and so. So that's cool. That's cool.
No, yeah, he was telling me to shoot out there with you, man. That would make sense. Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's cool, man. We just gotta figure out some of the particulars, to make it happen. My lady's out for the count right now, but we'll figure it out.
OG Triple OG, what's up, man?
Saludos.
Where's that
guy? Right under SA Tontin, above.
No, I see him. Something else I was looking for. Oh yeah, there you go. Nah, DP 650. I ain't never rode no motherfucking donkey.
No, me neither. Yeah, but horse riding, the thing with riding horses is how broken is the horse, right? How cool is the horse? Because you can get on one horse and they're real cool and you can kind of, they follow direction really well. And then you can get on another horse and they're just stubborn. They're not respecting you. You really got to assert your dominance. And that can get scarier, right? When you're trying to assert your dominance over a horse, but in reality, if you think about it, you're just sitting on their back, man. And so they have a lot more control than you do, and so it's really all depends on the horse you got on. The one that I rode in Nevada, real easy going horse, real easy, a little stubborn here and there, but well trained, had been ridden a lot, and so. It wasn't too hard, but I rode last. My lady rode first. She'd never ridden before, and it's her friend's property.
Rode last. What? There was only one horse?
Yeah, there was just one horse. There was 4 horses there, but there was only one that we were riding. So she rode first, and then her kids rode. The grandkids rode. Sort of. The grandkids sat on top and got led around. But shit, that's riding. And then I hopped on. So by the time I hopped on, the horse was a little tired, but we opened it. They opened up the area where folks were riding them at and gave me access to a whole nother piece of their property. So I was able to kind of get out there and push a little bit, which was nice.
Jeff Reynolds, yeah, I read all his books, man. I read the Blood in My Eye,
Oh yeah,
Black August, fucking Salazar Brothers. I don't think they're
Yeah.
ready for something like that though, man. I would read one of his books in a heartbeat, man. You know what I mean? No. Yeah, and that's the good thing about going out there to the stables in Half Moon Bay though, because the people that you go out there, right? When you go out there, they'll be like, "What kind of rider are you? Are you an experienced rider?
Okay.
You just starting out?" You know what I mean? Because they got some motherfucking bum lazy ass motherfuckers, right? They just kind of like clickety clack on,
Right.
barely just they
Right.
walk, bro.
Right.
Then you got some stubborn motherfuckers, like you said. You got to damn near kick the shit out of them for them to, you know what I mean, before they go. And then you got some race horses that, well, you better get on that motherfucker. You better know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, so they hook you up like that, man.
Yeah, I'm in the middle range. You know, I'm in the middle range, man. That was my first time getting on a horse in over 30 years, you know, and so it's not like I have a ton of experience.
Yeah.
I understand the basics, you know, but fast as tag. Yeah, man. And so yeah, it was fun though. You know, speaking of George Jackson, yeah, it's interesting. Were you reading his stuff in the shoe or San Quentin or where did you first come across any of the Panther
I
books?
first started reading. I got kind of introduced to his line of books right there in San Quentin in the Adjustment Center through two BGF members, two Africanos over there, Yero Ascari and Left Hand. And the first book I read was Salazar Brothers, which is like just it's basically a whole book that it has all his letters.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's dude's a real revolution. He's a revolutionary to the fucking core. Right. Even the letters he was sending to his mom had revolutionary type of concepts and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's where I first started though. And then I took an interest, went up to the Bay, started ordering a bunch of books, and some other Africanos up there had a bunch of them. So
yeah, I remember I had this old this dude who was a Panther, and I think, you know, I'm pretty sure he has some BGF leanings at minimum, but I don't know that for sure. But solid dude. He's out East Palo Alto, black dude. But was real connected with the Panthers in the streets. He'd been down a long time, lifer. And he was yard crew, and so we used to talk, and we'd have all kinds of conversations, man. And he's just a brilliant guy. And he goes, "Hey man, I got something for you if you're down to read it." I was like, "I'm down to read anything, you know." And so he shot me a manila envelope, and it had Johnny Spain's book in there, like there was White Blood, Black Power, something like one of those, you know, white something, black something. And it's interesting. I read it, and I was like, "Fuck, this is wild," you know. And I was kind of new in the cause and the movement at the same time too. So I'm learning that, I'm reading that stuff at the same time that I'm really getting a solid grasp of the bonds and that sort of thing. And so I was tying it all together in my mind, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I was done with that, I shot it back, and he shot me another one. And I went through all of them, right? And it was interesting because Marcelli was like, "Hey man, why are you reading that stuff?" Right? Because it was all just photocopied. So I'm on my bunk, and I just got the photocopy papers out, right? And I'm reading it, and I'm taking little notes on the side on a piece of paper, like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Why are you reading that shit?" I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Why are you reading it?" And I said, "Man, it's historical, and it's interesting stuff, right?" And he's like, that's for the blacks. right? That stuff's for the blacks. And
Why?
and that was my question. I was like, but we read books by Asians, we read books by Italians, we read books by white people. Like, so why is it only for blacks? He's like, oh, because they're all about blacks. I was like, actually, as I'm reading this stuff, like maybe you should read it, because as I'm reading it, I'm realizing it's not all about that. Actually, right? It's anti-capitalist, like you said. It's very revolutionary. It's some deep shit. You gotta wrestle with that stuff, man. You can read it casually, but you're doing yourself a real disservice if you do. And I've never been much of a casual reader, so I tripped out though because of him tripping, right? Of like, why would you do that? And so I ran through all the books. I wound up getting questioned on the yard about it, by hermanos, right? Hey, boy, you're in there reading this stuff that you're getting from this Africano dude, and I'm like, yeah, and it's dope. Like I think that we collectively, I think we should study this. I kind of figured you guys that have been around a while already knew it. Like, I'm new to the game, you know what I mean? And some people were with it, and other people was real like, that's their shit. Right. And I got a ton of value from it, man. And some of that stuff actually influences my political thought to this day. That some of that stuff has stayed with me in terms of how I view stuff. And and as I've learned history, as I've learned the history of people in prison and different movements and shit Cheyenne was up to and everything else, I'm like, oh, this all makes more sense. You know what I mean? And the system's attack on organized groups in prison and everything else, I was like, oh, this was next level shit. That's why, you know, that's they said at one point, man, at CDC, I've seen different writings, different documents from CDC staff that's now public out there from old reports, and it said George Jackson was the most dangerous person in prison because of his mind, right, and because of his ability to lead. And it's crazy because I got to meet Angela Davis in the streets, and I got to have that comment when I was at Berkeley. And she came by, and I got to sit at the table and chop it up with her, and she knew dude, and I was like, wow, you know, that's one of those full circle moments, right, where you're like, I read your book that was photocopied, hidden in this motherfucker's legal work, and now I'm sitting at a university having a conversation with you about it. But yeah, that just brought up some memories when you mentioned that. And
it's funny that you mentioned how you kind of all put it together, because I used to say the same thing. Whenever you take a lot of George Jackson's concepts and you intertwine them with like the bonds, the format, the NF Constitution, or that you get that urban, you kind of develop that urban guerrilla warfare mentality, that revolutionary way of thinking, man. You know what I mean? And then when you apply religion to it, it's dangerous, bro.
Right.
It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, some of these dudes like that, I was up there in the Bay. I don't know. You been to the shoe?
Yeah.
You been to the shoe? Yeah. So you know Satawa. You know Satawa? Okay, this is the next question. I know the name. Satawa.
Yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, I didn't know him personally.
But like, let me see. I was gonna do a spill on these guys. See, these are some of their leaders, bro. Benson, fella.
Your screen's blurry. So I can't see. I know the name Sitawa. I can't see those pictures very well.
Infuma. A lot of people know this cat. Infuma.
Yeah, like I said, your pictures aren't really coming through. There was a
check this dude out. Sonny and Pal.
Same thing, but I can't see the picture. Remember that tall one-legged dude?
Yeah, you talking about Ran Quentin?
Yeah, well, I'd seen him. He was in Slingers Valley when I seen him.
Yeah, you're talking about fucking you're talking about.
I want to say Gator, but I don't know that that's his name.
Gator.
There's another one named Gator.
Here goes Pinnell Pinnell and Copperwood. I know you can't see him, but I know that they could probably
Right.
see him.
Yeah.
And Harvey Anderson. So where's the one I'm looking for? Red Alexander. Hadari. So a lot of cats know Hadari
Yeah.
on the top
I
or
agree
on the
too, bro.
bottom. Yeah.
I know the name. I think I do know them in person.
Halisi
No,
Salahuddini
no, I
Razor
don't know. I don't know the Houdinis.
Watani. Yeah, I know all these cats, bro. All these dudes, they're old BGF cats. And their leader, that's up there, man. But yeah, I know. I've done time with all of them, jumping around in the shoe. You been to the Bay?
Sure. Yeah,
You been to Pelican Bay?
yeah, yeah.
Go ahead,
But there
laugh
was.
again.
I'm like this. Act like this is our first time having a conversation.
Yeah, man. Like I'm supposed to know you been to the shoe because you got some big ass whip and shit, man. You know?
No, this is
Oh man.
But yeah, where I was at, they didn't have any. I was around all the medals, but I did, like I said, Salinas. That dude was Jama, tall dude, half a leg. He had got, I believe, he got his leg shot off somewhere. That was the word, at least. He had gotten into it on a yard back in the days and took a round to the leg and lost half of it.
Yeah. All right, CMZ.
But there's a few of those guys. A lot of Kumi cats, you know what I mean? A lot of 4 and 5 cats, especially out of the city. I vibe with their schooling, bro. I vibe with their teaching, and you're right. I think that there's lessons to be learned there. You know. All right, Brody. Good night.
Right, Jesse Baca.
But yeah, it's you know, it's a trip.
And did you know that cat that Jerry mentioned? What's his fucking name, man? Little Baby Jess.
I didn't know him personally.
No,
I didn't know him personally.
You start bringing up a bunch of names, man. That it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you guys, I think, know it. Yeah, I think you guys know a ton of the same people.
I mean, I know a lot of motherfuckers, bro, and I remember a lot of names, but there's a lot too that I don't remember. Obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a trip, man.
Yeah, I'm hit and miss when it comes to names. I'm hit and miss. But it's you know, like the folks around Corcoran when I was there, the folks around the Bay, to a degree, and then otherwise it's you know, there's a handful of people on the yard in Salinas, and then just the ad segs, you know.
Yeah.
I talked about that a little bit in my spiel today, of you know, reflecting on your interview with Jerry. Which was dope, by the way, of course.
Good luck,
and just kind of how the chips fall sometimes in doing time, right? And,
yeah.
If I would have, I think, right? Nobody ever knows, but my guess is, if I'd have done just a couple years and got out, I'd have hopped in with a regiment in a heartbeat, right? Because I think that's sure, you know, being around a little bit. You know, you get to kind of see some things, right? And realize, man, I'm not so sure. And then all that time sitting down by yourself in the shoe, right? You just kind of watch and you're like, and you rock with it, you stick with it, but it's a different experience. But then again, if I was running around on main lines all the time, you know, it's in a sense, it's a blessing that I got validated when I did, because you know, running around on the main lines is how you pick up cases. You know what I mean? You don't pick up cases in a shoe if you got a celly, for the most part. You know, I mean, you can, I guess there's other ways, but that's not too common, right? And so it sort of saves you from, you know, from catching new cases and that sort of thing. And and being able to go home and it's it's just a trip when you hear other people's stories and you hear how they felt and you look at yourself and how things could have been different and it's he's an interesting character, man. I think he had a lot of good things to say. I think there's a lot of stuff that he could still unpack.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's what we
deep.
were talking about, and
Yeah,
that's why I'm gonna try to get him to start coming on as like a permanent type of thing, like maybe even a podcast type of thing where it's a regular thing. You know, if it's twice a week,
right.
um, that'd be even cool. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So he seems like he's with it, man.
Mhm.
He's a good dude. He's got a lot of the same goals, man, that I have as far as trying to help people and you know letting these guys see things from a different perspective, man. So
Yeah, yeah, and he kind of hinted to it, I think, a little bit, but it's it's almost kind of therapeutic, I bet, for him in a way too, right? Of course, there's always nerves when you come out, and I'm not gonna put words in his mouth in terms of how he feels. He could do that himself, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a level of like I said, being kind of therapeutic to have those conversations
oh yeah,
and and know that it really has a good chance to positively impact somebody's life. But I think what a lot of folks forget is we're all still processing our own shit. And you talk about you're open about that. He was open about that. I'm pretty open about it, but it's some of this is therapeutic in that way, right? Hearing other people's stuff and engaging and learning and it's for some of us it's a part of our own healing journey too, you know,
yeah,
and that can be good, you know.
definitely,
So many questions.
definitely,
Dub nine, yeah, I got some ink from Lil D. Yeah, it's I'll get some more too before I move.
bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Homeboy's artwork.
Oh, Lil D. Yeah.
No.
Oh, oh, you're talking about Jerry.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about, hey, bro. I'm talking about Jerry. Hey, listen, bro. This dude's artwork is. I've seen a lot of good artwork, right? I've seen
Sure.
a lot of good artwork, and the other day somebody asked me who was the best that I've ever seen, and I said Wizard. This dude's artwork, bro, is on another fucking level.
Mm,
It's like you see his artwork, man, and it's like, bro, it's like looking at a fucking picture. Like you didn't
mm,
draw that. There's no fucking way, bro. Straight up.
mm.
I'm gonna just show you guys just something that he said it wasn't copyright. There was nothing about it that's so I'm just gonna show. There's a couple that he sent me a few, but not all of them will be shown. He's gonna come out with some, but I'm just gonna
Okay.
show like one or two. It's on another level, bro. Straight up. So here's one.
Wow. That's like a picture. That's
And you
insane.
look at it, you can't see it too good because you guys are looking. It's
Right.
like fucking glass, bro. It's like
Wow.
look, check it out. Check out this other one.
Hey, like when people used to put wax over the pictures out of lowrider and street low and shit.
Look at this.
Wow.
It's kind
Yeah.
of hard to see, man, but
Yeah.
because I got like light in here and shit, right?
Right. Right. That's dope. Yeah. Yeah. See,
Look at
wow.
that. Hey, watch, man. He's gonna shoot some cultura, bro. Some straight
Yeah.
fucking culture, right? Uh, it's you can't appreciate it seeing it like that through
Mhm.
the phone, bro. But when I looked at it, man, it was like looking at a piece of glass. So like
Sure.
it's the best work I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He obviously takes a lot of time, puts a lot of time and effort into his shit, man, and it's just on another level. So he's gonna put some shit together specifically for um, putting it up on the channel, and
Right.
uh, he does portraits, man. You know what I mean? He does portraits, and they come out exactly like the picture, fucking
Wow.
even more crisp than the picture.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's and there's a market for that stuff out here in terms of making money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He can he could turn that into some profit, probably
that's what
pretty
I was
quickly.
telling him, bro. So I tell him, hey, bro, you got some raw fucking talent on me.
Yeah.
You need to put that out there, man. Somebody scoop you up, or they're gonna want your work. You know what I mean? That's you just don't see that kind of talent, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be cool to see where that goes. To see where that goes for. What you guys talking about here? Yes, Nevada's in the mountains.
Boxer George Jackson would do 500 push-ups a day. I read back in the early 70s. Oh yeah, I used to do no bullshit, man. I'm sure he probably done some other crazy shit, but I used to do 1,000 a day. I mean, that's a lot of push-ups, but when you're in there and you've conditioned yourself to doing them, Joe Cruz straight up 500 is really not that much, homie. You know what I mean? But I heard that George Jackson had a hell of a fucking burpee hand, and he was serious about like his calisthenics and his just working out, man. Machina used to put it down.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm nodding in my head to the 500 and 1,000 push-ups a day. Just to be clear, that was not my routine. But yeah, I hear you. people people did that. Burpees and shit, I would knock out. But no,
And for I'm not like I don't got a thin wiry build, you know what I mean. But for burpees, I was a fucking monster, bro. You know, I had motherfucking homies throwing up out there, man.
oh, I've heard.
And
I've
and, uh,
heard.
and they used to be mad at me, bro, like really mad, you know. And I think because I was pushing such a hard like workout routine that man, homies used to dread coming to the yard, bro. I honestly believe that. It's straight up, like
Yeah.
I would get little homies coming up to me like little sad little puppies, bro. 4 or 5 of them, man. Can I sit out, homie? Straight, I fucked my toe up last night, homie. Or, was like, bro, I'm serious, homeboy, man. I'll show you paperwork and whoop and like, oh man, you know what I mean? Because not only would I make them do the machina and everybody participate, and we do like, bro, sun don't matter. We get out there and we do fucking 50 22s, 50 18s, 50 14s,
Sure.
50 8s, 10 6s, Josh series, and go all the way back up. And
Dyson,
then,
I haven't heard that in a while. Yeah.
then when I was done, right? Then when I was done, and the Africanos used to tell me too, come on, man, you're killing the machine, man. You know what I mean? When I was done, I'd be like, hey, you, come on, let's go. And I take them in the corner and we do them again. But I used to take them over there and do the push-up burpees where do like 9 push-up 22s,
Right.
15 push-up 46s, or like crazy shit, man.
Right.
And yeah, slot hitter. You can go ask Rojo over there what kind of fucking machina I used to run. If you watch his channel, just ask him sometime. Tell him like this. Say, what is that? This ain't no grandma machine. Say something like that, man. When you ask him, he'll start busting up because he was another one, big lazy motherfucker, man. Didn't like doing burpees, man. Used to get mad. You know what I mean? Nah. Get your ass over here, man. We're gonna do another 500. Another 1,000. But all bullshit aside, though, for my size, man, I used to have a pretty decent burpee hand, man.
Yeah, I've heard.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of dudes that big dudes that can't do them. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I used to be honest with you, bro. To be honest with you, I kind of used to hate the motherfuckers, bro. At one time, I used to hate them, bro.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't think anybody likes them when they start. I've never heard of anybody that likes them when they start. But I was talking about this actually on a live last night. Somebody brought up Machina and that kind of stuff, and they were like, "What's the normal Machina?" Right? And I was like, "It depends on who's running it, right? Normal is all relative, you know." But and somebody said, it's mind over matter, and I was like, "Yeah, you hear runners talk about that. You hear runners where they're like, you're running and you're tired, but then you get to that space where you kind of zone out and it feels good and all this other stuff." And I've never gotten that way running. I hate running. I hated running laps. Oh man.
Yeah.
But I think it's the same concept with burpees. Once you're finally there, right? But getting to there, nah. If you don't hate that, something's wrong with you. You know.
When I remember the 6 yard though, we used to start out marching when we used to march, right? There'd be like 50, 60 of us, bro, and we march in unison, right? And all of a sudden,
not
bro,
hot at all.
All of a sudden, right? And it's loud, homie. All of a sudden, all these other 5 yards were just like, soon as you start, you just see them all turn and look, bro. Bah, 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 bah. And we march like 4 laps, and then boom, we bust off in a sprint, and then we just go, and then we run that fucking that cadence. Mush, mush, mud. You know what I mean? Through the whole cadence, bro.
Right.
Sometimes the administration would come out there and be like, "Hey, knock that shit out. We ain't knocking off shit."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all recall. Fuck that shit. We ain't coming in. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't pay attention to that shit. Can't stop, won't stop.
Right.
You know what I mean? They come out there and be like, "Hey, you guys ain't coming in." Hell no, we ain't coming in. Right. We exercising, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to play that funny shit. Hey, man, you guys are too loud, man. Come on, man. We outside. You know what I mean? But yeah, Chico was another one that when we used to get on these dudes, the yard be fucking up. Me and Chico used to tag team them dudes, right? Hey, Box, you take the first 1,000. I got the second 1,000. We gonna hit these motherfuckers today, and we gonna make them hate us, bro. And we would too, right? We would, man. Those was the days, bro.
Yeah, I remember getting 128s for busting down into a machine on the main line, catching little 128s for doing the hole and militant, and that's there's people keeping post and blah 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 blah. And I was like, bro, we just exercising, But same thing in the hole. The homies in the hole everywhere I've been, we're always like, hey, if we're working out, that nobody interrupts that.
Yeah, nobody, man.
Nobody, nothing interrupts that.
You want to run the yard in, you run the yard in, but we're going to finish this Machina straight up. The homies be like, what we going to do? What you mean what we going to do? You going to keep fucking busting down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then there'd be like 40, 50 COs out there, right? They all got their fucking billy clubs out.
Right, all lined up.
Man, ain't nobody trying to hear nothing you guys talking about. We getting paid out here. Can't stop, right? You know what I'm saying? But
hey, and just knowing I can only imagine the environment at the time, knowing about some of the folks, knowing some folks that came from that era, right? I can imagine what that was like on the yard in terms of not just the militancy, but the camaraderie too, right? The carnalismo and the really the whole like we run the world mentality, right? But not iron fisted. We run the world, right? More like, hey, we run us, and fuck them. We don't care about them, you know. And the system doesn't dictate our program. We dictate our program, you know. And if they want smoke, they can get smoke. You know that era in prison changed. You know, I've ran across some folks from that time, but it wasn't something that you've seen real frequently in action as I came through the system.
Bro, there was a lot of fucking C's out there too, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There was a lot of us, bro. Remember one time it was fucking Mike Eo, Big Smiley, Chico, fucking Marty Lomas, me, Gerald Winston, fucking Chente, Rico, Smokey, man. It just went on and on and on. Timo Hernandez, and a lot of these dudes were getting convicted on those 92 indictments coming through. Um, yeah, man. It was a whole different the whole. I don't know how to explain it, man. Unless you've been to prison, just you could feel the fucking energy in the air, bro.
Yeah.
And it was just different back then, man. The NR was strong as fuck, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were deep. There was so many of us on the yard where we had to run two machinas. We had to have motherfuckers like post up all along the wall on the side on the 6 yard, and then run that first machina and then run that second machina. That was crazy. We'd be out there shoulder to shoulder after the machina, just like there's nowhere to go on the fucking yard, bro. You couldn't play basketball,
Right.
couldn't play handball.
Right.
It was just
Too many
out there.
people up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people don't know this, or but one of the purpose, the purpose of the machina is of course is to work on your physical conditioning and
Right.
your wind and all that. But you know what one of the other purposes is for running a machina out there?
Yeah, it's the camaraderie. It's the everybody moving as one. It's there's unity in that, right?
There you
there's
go,
unity
boy.
in that.
Stein,
And
boy.
no matter, the guy who just came to the yard, the guy that's been on the yard the longest, right? Everybody's out there getting their money together and it's striving together, right? Like you're literally
Yes.
physically striving together.
Yeah, bro.
So it's a
Yeah,
visual
because
representation.
yeah, a lot of the times there's so many of us out there, and a lot of the times that there's a lot of Africanos out there, and whether they were just social with just a few people out there, or social with everybody, or some of the homies are like that. This was one activity, one event out there where everybody came together in unison, right, and busted down together. You might not never have talked to that Africano over there, right? You might not never talk to this homeboy over here, but this is one time when we all got together and participated and came together as one collective, one body, man, and got down together. And that was one of the main reasons that I've always was taught, was that it wasn't just about building up your physical conditioning and your stamina and staying healthy, but it was about that too, man, showing that unity. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've asked a lot of people that before. What's up, Valerie? I've asked a lot of people that, bro, and a lot of them don't say that. They don't know that. I've they would be like, oh, it was just, to stay in shape, you know what I mean? To build up that your wind and shit, because we were in a war. Yeah, a lot of us were training for a war. That's true, right? Yeah. And that was the energy that was out there too. We were in a war, right? Mm-hmm. So we're out there. A lot of us were going to level 3 and 4 yards, and that was the mentality out there. Keep on fucking pushing, man. The enemy's not gonna let you breathe. There ain't no fucking water breaks out here. You know what I'm saying? Push, pull, drive, right? So a lot of us, that was the mentality though, too, man. We were soldiers in a fucking war, and that's what it was, man. But yeah.
Yeah, I could see how, especially on a yard that had, like I never been on a group yard with C's, right? And so, but I would imagine, a group yard with C's and bros and Nathaniels, right? That's the big equalizer. You know what I mean? That's the big equalizer, right? And yeah, but there was more than a few times where, in particular in the hole, not really on the main line, but in the hole where, yeah, you get energy from the folks around you, right? You get a little burst from the people around you. You want to keep busting down because everybody else is busting down, and I think that's part of, right. Like we're lifting each other up as we're doing it.
Right.
And it does give you a bit of a chill, right? And that cadence, you know what I mean? And like it's
Yep.
even on the yard, bro. We there was times that I'd be on the yard and you can hear people busting down in the hole, and you're like, fuck, that's the homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and there's an element of pride in that, right? Like, oh, okay,
Definitely. Yeah.
And so yeah.
Valeria said that us two vatos right here, bro, we couldn't hang with a Machina and her baby figures and fast ass Dave. Woo, I love to see that one, man.
Right. Yeah, I want to see Fast as Dave do some burpees.
That Armando Frias documentary had a clip of everyone on the yard running together in place. Was that around the time the NR was strong? Yes, sir. That one clip right there where they came out and they started marching. And yeah, I think I got that clip, man. But yeah.
I've done the marching around the yard very few times. Very few times. Actually, the first place I did it was Quentin, but in C-section on the yard. That's actually the first place that we did it in Carson when we went out to the yard. Yeah, we would go and folks would start walking, then we start jogging, and you start jogging a little bit faster. And then you stop and you fall in file and you start busting down. But that was kind of the warm up. Not every day, not every yard, but pretty often.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got now. Fast as Dave, I do farties. Let me see.
Crazy motherfucker came on last night or the night before.
Oh yeah, you seen that?
You seen that?
Well, last night he was on my live last night.
No, I'm talking about on with me, bro.
Oh, was he? Yeah, he came on the live last night with me. But I didn't see him on there with you.
I'm not gonna say again what it was about because he might have been drunk or he might not remember. But I put something out there, right?
Yeah.
Put something out there with regards to a lot of you don't know it, but I got a brother, right? I got a biological brother that has been on YouTube, and some of you have interacted with him. And you guys would fucking trip out if you knew who it was.
For real.
Right? And yeah, he swung through, man. And I don't know if it was to tell people who it was or if he was making an announcement, but people tripped out like when they found out, man. Like, what?
I bet.
You guys are like fucking water and oil, man.
Yeah. That's You are very different. Got a lot of love for both you guys, but you are absolutely different people. Actually, that makes sense because when he came on last night, somebody was in the comments saying something about, oh, tell your brother something. And I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if they know who his brother is, right? But I didn't get into it. Yeah, that's yeah, he's a good dude. He's a character.
Yeah, he is.
He's a character, but he's a good dude also.
There's a clip of the old 6 yard right there. I know I got the video somewhere, but that's the old 6 yard.
Okay. Yeah. I never went to the hole in San Quentin. I did a hands-on removal and reception, but didn't get caught, and so I never went to the hole. And then on my way out, the North and the Blacks had just gotten off. And so there was AdSeg overflow. And if I remember right, it was Donner was AdSeg overflow. in December 2005. So they put me over there. So I never made it, to the adjustment center and in that area.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see. Armando.
Yeah, I got it on there somewhere. It's on my Patreon, man. But
Finn, is that right? You were in the court tank with my victim? In which situation? I'm curious. Valeria, I just hopped on a minute ago. Boxer been on here for about 2 hours, but I just got on maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago. And they also, absolutely, you get big cool points for staying out of prison. That's true. Finn, he wasn't he didn't go to jail when I shot him. He just went to the hospital and came out paralyzed. So I don't think he would be in the court. He didn't show up in court for my sentencing either. His brother did, and I was hella childish throwing gang signs at him. But and his mom, somebody else in his family, or maybe his brother and his girlfriend, because his girlfriend was there when I shot him, and so maybe it was her that showed up. I don't remember. 2 people did to speak about how it impacted their life, yada yada yada.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Because he was still in the hospital. Let me see.
Shit. Come on, boy.
What's up, Pocho? I see you, bro. Let me see. DP650 asked if you were ever on the yard with the MA and felt like they were in fear because that many seasoned bros was on the yard. But you wasn't on the yard with seasoned bros and MA at the same time, right? So
Pocho said he's me with hair.
Yeah. Yeah, but this person's asking, were you ever on the yard with MA and feel that they were in fear because that many seasoned bros were on the yard?
I've never been on a yard with them.
Right.
Yep. Nah, man. My experience on the main lines was short lived, man. I hit Susanville in '89, got off on the 2 yard about 2 weeks later. Went to the 3 yard, stayed over there for a little bit, and got into a group stabbing, and that was the end of my little.
That was the end of your mainline status. Huh?
That was it, bro. They ran a validation packet on me right there. Me and everybody else that was involved, and they validated all of us, man. So there wasn't no Mexican mafia in Susanville.
No. Nah. Mac Daddy, not going to prison makes you the coolest person in here. Off top. It goes to what some of Jerry was saying yesterday and in your conversation, Box, about the whole kind of legend label and all that other stuff, right? It came at what cost though, right? It came at the cost of other people. It came at the cost of families, right? And so I think that's a good perspective in terms of like, oh man, this person's cool because they went to the joint or whatever. Okay, but if they went to the joint, that means most likely, somebody got harmed, somebody got adversely affected by their behavior, and that's not something we should really, celebrate. Obviously.
What about him? Spinal.
Oh God, really?
What about him, Spinal? Yeah, he said he's gonna call back, Lupe. We'll have a short conversation, but
Cool people are cool people in spite of going to prison, not because they went to prison.
Boxer, have you talked to Peaches? Who's Peaches? who's Peaches, man? Disregard Spinal. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah. It's
You're either smart or you got fucking like a quick text.
right. I think, yeah. I think he reads body language. Final sharp, man. He reads body language. DP 650. I'm from the city originally. I'm from an area called Visitation Valley that not a lot of people have heard of. Not really a Norteño hood out of there, if we're gonna keep it real. But yeah, that's originally where I'm from. And then in terms of there, I moved around a lot throughout the Bay Area, and rock with people from a lot of different neighborhoods.
Peaches from 24th Dimension, an older homeboy. Fuck, I never ran into a homeboy named Peaches.
Yeah, I can't say
I would remember that one.
Yeah, you would think, right? That's like
I most definitely would.
Right. That's I ran across.
What they say they called you?
Right. I ran across a couple homeboys actually, but cachetes, right? And you know, cheeks, and I was like, yeah, cheeks, and I was like, I might want to, you know, if I was going to be incarcerated, I might want to rethink that nickname, you know, and like maybe that's, you know, maybe that's what your mom called you when you was young because you had a little chubby face, but yeah, you know, yeah, I might want to rethink that. Grad school.
Yeah, I don't know, Robert. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just don't remember, man. I would think I would remember somebody like that. Maybe just maybe heard somebody talk about me or something. I don't know, man. I just think I would remember that name, especially from my hood.
Right. I did time with Peaches. He got a brother named Plums.
Oh man.
Yeah, you
names like Peaches or Muffin, etc. Right. Gotta go. Yeah, names like Peaches or Mattress Muffin or shit like that.
Yeah, man. It's time to it's time to pick another name. When you guys watch Blood In, Blood Out, did you recognize any real Caesar bros in the background of the movie? I did not. No.
I did.
When I watched it though, when I first watched it, I hadn't been to prison. I've seen it since I came home, and nothing really jumped out at me, but I wasn't really looking that close either.
Shit, but he's down as fuck, homie.
Yeah. You know what? If you're gonna walk around with the name Peaches, yeah, you better be about that life, bro. You gotta
better be able to throw them beaters
right,
too, man.
Right. You need to be with that business, boy, because yeah, you're gonna get some pushback.
Can y'all speak on the ingenuity, for example, the piece that Boxer made out of a magazine? I mean, I can just say this, man. I mean, you know, being locked up when you have nothing but time, and I mean, it's crazy what inmates can think of to improvise or to kind of make do with the materials that they can get and use, make whatever they need, man. It's crazy, you know. But I mean, it takes that ingenuity comes from just uh, a lot of it's the will to survive in certain situations and to make do with what you have, the materials, what you have, and make it work for you. Everything from, I mean, it's not on the level of making a piece out of a 10, 15 pieces of magazine, but like, you know, up in the Bay, you know how we fucking, they give us earphones.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And instead of walking around in the cell with fucking earphones on, because it's just, it's irritating and it kind of feel vulnerable. I felt if I got earphones in, I feel like my security is compromised. Not because I'm in my cell with my cellular, I'm by my. It's because I feel blind.
Mm-hmm.
Like I gotta hear my fucking surroundings, man. I got to hear everything that's going on. If I got earphones in, I feel like just I'm not hearing everything. But so, you know, improvising, you twist up some paper and make a cone and make like little fucking speakers,
right?
To where it becomes like a conductor like type of where you can hear it, man, loud in the cell. Just little things like that kind of ingenuity, learning how to use your light as an oven,
right,
to cook your sandwiches and shit,
right.
to take you get that lunch in the morning and you got some fucking turkey with some cheese and shit. You take that cheese, put it flat, slap it up on top of your light, that's your oven, throw a towel on it, boom.
Right.
By the time you get done working out, bird bathing, doing your little morning routine, you go up there, get that sandwich, and it's a fucking, it's a chicken melt. You know what I mean? It's but little things like that, man. It's prison forces you to make do with what you got, with weapons, with just things that you need to live in there more comfortably, and yeah, it's crazy, man.
I think the weaponry in particular, to me, as somebody that came, you know, later. I mean, I guess now it's kind of a long time ago in some people's mind, but it always seemed to be a reflection of an era past, right? There you go,
Yeah.
right? When at least the way that I was learning weaponry, right, and because you learn, I think the way it should be, Box, you know, you correct me if I'm wrong or fill in there, right? But part of learning weaponry is the actual act of making the weapon, of course. You know, that's important, right? But there's a spirit behind it. You know what I mean? There's you're doing something that others before you have done, right? You're carrying on a tradition, right? You're standing on the shoulders. You know, there's a legacy, I guess, and I don't know. It probably sounds weird because I'm not trying to over romanticize, you know, rolling up paper or melting down a fucking VO5 bottle, but there's something to that, and so to me, when I learned weaponry, it always seemed to be like an eye opener as the times passed, right? And what folks before, what prison was like before, when you really had to be able to make something out of nothing, and when your life really depended on how you could, yeah, really, he got an old fucking, he got pieces all over his house, right? You know, where you really had to be prepared to defend your life and go take somebody else's life, and so I think to me, that was the interesting part about weaponry, and then going into the shoe and learning weaponry in the shoe and like crossbows and that kind of stuff. We didn't learn that on the main line because we had solid doors, right? Like it, you know. But it's like fuck. People thought of this stuff, you know, and yeah, this shit will hurt. There are people in prison that know how to kill you and make your whole fucking life miserable with very little effort and very little resources. And it kind of puts into perspective the environment that you're in. And so here we go. And somebody with a knife will give. But you make a good point about the other ingenuity, just the stuff to make life a little more comfortable in there. I remember I made a clicker when I was in the Bay. I had a staple and I put it in the channel button, right? I got in a staple, some legal work or something, and so I put it in the channel button for my TV, and then I braided up a line, and so I had the line going from that staple underneath the TV, right, and then up over the top of it to the top bunk, and I had used some of the oatmeal stuff, and I had some little papers up there to kind of be to thread it through, right, to kind of keep it up on the top, and so I could sit on my bunk and pull my string, and it would change the channel on my TV. And then I put another power button, and that's
called being lazy, boy.
No, it was what it was. It was funny, right? Because then, I'm right next to the shower on the top tier, right? So folks come to the shower, and I'll be like, "Hey, wait, hold on," right? And it's comedy. It's a kid, right? And it doesn't last because the fucking staple won't actually stay put and the line rips from the thing. It's more of a headache than anything. But you're sitting in there, and like you said, it's a product of being where you're at and just exploring. I wonder, what does this do? What can I do? But for me, thankfully, we didn't have to invent a whole lot because the folks before us invented all that shit. I didn't figure out how to make a tamale in Pelican Bay. Somebody else had already figured that out, right? And just walked me through the process. I didn't have to learn how to make wheels in San Quentin. Somebody else had figured it out and walked me through the process. So we got a shortcut on a lot of the ingenuity. The real ingenuity was the people that first came up with that shit. Hey, what happens if we just melt a bunch of fucking butter and put it in the bottom of a soda can? I just copied them. Valeria. I don't know whose rascal doesn't have a top bit. People may say shit about you guys talking about this, but I can relate as a veteran to these stories. Yeah. It's always going to be somebody with something to say. Mexica.
Hey, Box, just in case I blocked the wrong person, I meant to block that unwelcome guest. It says blocked, a name I've never seen on here before. What name was that? That one?
Well, you didn't block this one. Hold on, man. I can see. Turn my volume down.
How come you ain't paid Conejo? Pay your bills, boy.
Yeah, that was Hectic Nasty or something like Hectic Nasty 030 was hidden by Martin 9400.
So what, you made a mistake and hit the wrong person?
I don't know. If you're Hectic Nasty 030 or 030, then you're listening. You type back in.
Hectic Nasty.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I see the message you deleted. Martin 9400. Hold on. I unhit him. I just unhit him. So he should be all right.
Oh, okay.
Droops Eastside made it happen.
Yeah, I know, Lupe. It's
Legal mail. Legal mail was the shit.
Legal mail.
Yeah.
What about it?
That was one of my favorite ways to communicate. But
Yeah.
back then they weren't. I mean, they were probably more strict in the Bay at the time. I didn't use that kind of stuff when I was in the SHU, but before I went there, just had an address to a paralegal office. It was a PO box, and so, but just run through that. Everything that came from there was legal mail. Anything that went out to there was legal mail. But truth be told, it was my people's PO box, you know. And they'd send me cases and that kind of stuff, but you could thumb through it, you wouldn't see anything. I'm pretty sure at the Bay they wouldn't have let shit like that slide because they're more sophisticated up there. But in the general population, yeah.
I used to communicate through through legal mail, but also through the manila envelope.
Oh yeah, right. Writing on the inside of them.
I'd open it up all the way up, and then I take a staple, sharp, and I roll up a piece of paper to make like a little pencil, and then in real small mini writing, I would write the message. So then when getting into the individual that to get the letter, open it up, and all they had to do is just take a cup and burn some soot or something, or take something, and then just take that black powder and just rub it over it, and the message would come, because the indentation, that's where the powder would sink, and then you could see it. Or you just take it and look at it at an angle,
right? Yeah, that helps.
Light, and you could see it, you know. But it took a long time, and it took a lot of fucking effort, and you had to really be neat and legible.
Well, and you got to know how to put that. You got to know how to take that manila envelope apart without ripping any of the paper, and then be able to put that shit back together where it doesn't look like you fucked with it. Because then otherwise, you're getting popped with some hot shit. And
yeah, you had to know how to make some glue and all that shit. Yeah, you couldn't be some fucking like a bull in a fucking china shop, man. You know what I mean? You had to really take your time and be meticulous about that shit.
I picked up on that in the Bay, and I'm trying to remember the circumstance, because we were doing that. We were passing. That's how we were passing messages internally, just within the block, and I don't remember if it was like we were passing cases, or
I'm the one that got that shut down.
Is that right?
What you talk, the communicating through legal work?
Yeah, no, communicating through those manila envelopes, writing on the inside and communicating internally that way, not sending it out to the streets.
Oh no, I'm talking about. Well, not me, but I was the other recipient that you. So in the Bay, you used to be able to do legal work and communicate with other inmates in other blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so all you had to do was put their info on there, and it would go through them, and they would look through it, legal work, and there was so much they could search, but it'd be another C, So I was communicating with Chopo from Watsonville, and it wasn't me that fucked up. He fucked up communicating with me, but it was us that got it shut down for everybody else because he did some sloppy shit. You had to like really take your time and do some legal work in case versus whatever Supra case number 1097 docket number, a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. And then somewhere in the body of the letter, you had to put your shit in there in the code with the key and all that. And you just had to take your time. But he got sloppy, man. Started cutting corners and started putting too much. And eventually they caught on, and boom, got slapped to 128. You know what I'm saying? And then they came out with the chrono right after that. All legal work is shut down. And furthermore, we're going to shut down all the blocks from going to law library.
I remember that.
They didn't let all the blocks go together after that. They only
when they
one
changed
block
that.
at a time.
Yeah, I remember when they changed that. That was you, huh?
Yeah, bro. Well, it was Topo.
Right.
It was Topo. It's dumbass. check it out. The information that he was shooting me, right? I already fucking knew, but it was that Mike Eo just got murdered.
Mm.
That's what he was telling me, bro. Um, but that's why they shut it down.
Yeah, because I want to say I was up there when they changed that, because before, and you could put in for the law library and not be able to go for a while. You know what I mean? Like it was rough, and
Yeah,
it was a challenge to try to get on that law library chain at the same time.
got a
But then yeah,
187.
they just, huh?
I said we got a 187 in there.
Oh, but yeah, then they changed it to where you only go with people in your section. I'm trying to think, man. Who was there? There was a dude from San Jose. He started taking college classes at the same time as me. He was a homeboy. He was in, uh, uh, he was in like the second. I want to say he was maybe in like the second little section when you come in to the left. Um, um, Happy was there. There was a Happy there.
What happened?
Happy. He had a celly. There was two of them. It was one of them was from Hayward. What was the other dude's name? The other one might have been Spider. Might have been Happy and Spider that were cellies. One was from Hayward, and the other one I want to say was from San Jose. Because I wound up moving next door to them right before I left. I was neighbors with them. On the bottom tier in the section over. Goose was there when I was there. Obviously, Peanut was there. I think, in a sense, that dude kind of did me a favor, man. I've said it before, but even though he was a jackass, because I think it threw off my time there. You know, like,
Yeah,
funny. Some people are in the comments and they're, the Bay is the mecca of knowledge and all this and all that, right? And we've talked about it before. I've talked about it a little bit before on the channel, but that is true. Obviously, the sharpest folks in the game were there. That there's no doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody got that experience. You know what I mean? Just because you went to Pelican Bay does not mean that you were getting schooled by a C as your neighbor, right? It doesn't mean that you were in the same section with some legendary, iconic history people, right? That's especially back, before Short Corridor Club, before all that other stuff that happened after I came home. The Bay is a big place and it's also very small, right? And the more that they clamp down on shit like the law library and that kind of stuff, the less and less you were able to see anybody from anywhere else. Really visiting, visiting was kind of your best chance to see somebody from another part of the prison. But all that shit moves so fast, and the cops are everywhere, and the COs in the Bay aren't like regular COs. You know what I mean? They're trained. They're sharp, and so you don't get a whole lot of time. But that people trip, because this and that, and I'm like, nah, that wasn't my experience up there. And at first, I was bummed about it. I felt like I got burned, like fuck this, But in hindsight, I'm thankful because I was still very impressionable when I came to the Bay. I came up to the Bay with my sights set on the top, aspiring. You froze, box. And who knows if I'd have ever made it there or not, even if I tried. It's not an open door policy, but my experience there kind of turned me off from that. And in hindsight, I'm thankful. What did it say? Box was frozen, so we'll wait for him to get back on track. Hey Josh, they exposed your boy Snoop for talking hella gay with other men in his Facebook Messenger messages entered into his discovery off his smuggled phone. Oh, you talking about Maurice Vasquez? Uh, not surprised in the slightest. Not surprised in the slightest. Um, I'm gonna do a spiel on him. I'm gonna try to get it done for tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how my lady feels. Um, but I'm gonna try to get it done for tomorrow. Hey, is there a place? Feel free to tap in with me, like on my IG or my email or something. Uh, is there a place that I can see that or read about that? I wonder. Uh, uh yeah. Let me see. I know. Welcome to the Josh Show. This is kind of awkward. Being on a live by myself on. There we go.
It's my motherfucking show,
Right.
man.
Right. It was like kind of awkward.
That's,
I was
that's,
actually
that's like my call almost anyway.
right. It's a sign, bro. It's a sign. Um, but box look. Holla at Scrappy, huh? I I mean I don't talk to him, but I mean I don't know. I don't even know if I can get a hold of him if I tried it. But yeah, I'm just more interested. It's more curious.
What you got going on, man? You going on live tonight? You gonna go on live?
Um, I don't think so, bro. Honestly, uh,
I'm almost ready to tap out, man.
Yeah,
I'm tired, bro.
I got this whole plate of food here. I'm trying to eat more. This is my third plate.
Damn, boy, put that shit back in the oven, dog. I mean,
no,
damn, punch yourself in the lip. You want to taste some blood, man? That shit don't taste like sangre.
Nah, man, it just tastes good, but it was a huge steak, you know. So some parts are a little bit less cooked than others.
Yeah, I'd have mine well done, man.
Really?
I
I don't. If the steak is not a quality steak, then I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Because you got to put A1 on there and all that other shit. But a real quality steak, I think you get the flavor from it at medium rare. That's really what I shoot for is medium rare. But sometimes I come a little short. I'll take it off the grill too early.
Damn, Rask again. I know. I gotta go on homie's channel, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he's always coming over here, man. I like rare steak too. Damn, I gotta have mine cooked a little bit, big figures. Yeah, man. I'll stay on for a couple more minutes, but I was gonna tell you guys, gonna go check out Boxer Inner Demons after this. Yeah, man, check it out.
Yeah,
spoke on some good stuff. You guys need to check it out, man. But I'll be back on tomorrow night with with Jerry, and at some point, man, I like to get Josh involved. Like I said earlier, man, it's just other people have said it, and I say the same thing. We got good chemistry. We kind of open each other's minds up, and me, him, and Jerry together. I just think we'll chop up some good stuff, man. Gonna be dropping another call tomorrow. The second call from the former BGF member. I listened to it earlier. You guys are gonna want to check that one out. It's a good call. We got the raffle coming up this weekend, man.
Okay.
Gas cards. We'll be giving away gas cards, and we'll be giving away we'll be raffling off the shoes, some T-shirts, and some books, man. If I can see what else I got around here that ain't nailed down, we'll raffle that shit off too.
Right.
Everything
goes on a tier. I got gas cards on a tier, shoes on a tier.
That's exactly, man. So be back on tomorrow. I'll try to put another Inner Demons out tomorrow. Be working on this content I want to try to get out for you guys, man. And then get ready for that video with Jerry. So I imagine it'll probably be somewhere around the same time, 6:30 somewhere. Homeboy's quarterbacking is let him. I'm usually open all day, but I let him decide what time he's ready to knock it out, man. Other than that, you gonna stay on there a little bit longer? You cool?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
We're gonna
I got
tap out, you guys, man. Um, like I said, we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow, man. Sandman probably be doing a live tomorrow. His panel. Uh, I gotta try to get these fucking chapters out to him too, man. I'll be up all night again. We'll make a
I'll
big
be up
ass
a
cup
while.
of coffee, huh?
Yeah, I'll be up a while. I got my coffee here too, so you get bored, give me a call. I'm just not gonna be on live. Hey, so what? You mentioned Sandman doing a live tomorrow, or doing a panel tomorrow. Any idea on a time frame of when Jerry's going to be available? Like, is it for sure going to be at night, or you looking at maybe he pops up at 10 in the morning? Like, hey, I got a little time, or
Why you doing something?
no?
What you
I'm
got
just
planned?
curious. No. I mean, I'm gonna drop a spiel tomorrow, but I'm just curious more as an observer, as a viewer.
I believe from everything that I've gathered from him, and it'd be around the same time, like around
Okay.
6:30 again. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That seems he does stuff throughout the day, and he got certain obligations that he takes care of.
Sure.
So I'm imagining it's probably gonna be around that time, bro. Same time.
All right. Cool. And yeah, I'm gonna check out Inner Demons. I might watch that tonight while I work on some other stuff.
Yeah, check it out, man. There's some comedy in there.
Yeah, I bet.
To you and Rojo, and you'll like
Yeah.
that one, bro.
Yeah, I think yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, man. With that said, man, appreciate you guys tapping in, man, and showing us that support. As always, man. We had almost 200 people in there again. You know what I mean?
Good stuff.
Appreciate it. Maxine Barella, I've been seeing you these last couple of days. I'm glad that you keep tapping in with us, man. It's always good to see new faces.
Yeah.
So with that said, man, you know what time it is, man. All right, Maxine Barella, S1, Mashika, Adrian Zuniga, Fast Ass Dave, Wendy. Remember we got that OG Triple OG NA8, Big Goyle, Spider-Man. We got that rap for you guys. So remember that.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up until we start spinning that wheel, man. Martin 9400, Big Figures, Ezekiel Rivera, Fat Ass Dave, ZG, Timo DeVille, Droops, ESSJ, Dago Viking, Bea Alarcon. I wonder if that's related to Mackie Alarcon, Pee Wee Bullet, Caesar, Big Goyo, Anaru, Robert Miramontes, Ghost Watching Ace Tone, EJ, Mashika, Lupe, Valeria, Cookland Finn, Ese Tonton, Adrian Zuniga, Chupa Mi Verga. You know what's up, boy. Damn. Well, let me spin up to the top and come down from the other side, man.
Some of these comments you catching for the first time. It's funny.
I lost a bunch of you since I got kicked out of my own live, man. All right, Anaru. That's the first time that happened.
I see
it. Adrian Zuniga. Shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it all disappeared from earlier, man. So
you got Spider-Man.
Missed, man. Eddie Deborah. Anybody else that I missed, man, that was that tapped in earlier, it all disappeared, man. So
BMF Ranger.
Yeah, BFM Ranger.
Yeah.
Shit.
CMZ.
CMZ.
Mac Daddy, Ray Diaz, Jeff Reynolds had hella questions. Lil Mafia, Spider. Who else didn't you say? like seriously, Carlos G.
Oh, you got him over there.
Yeah, I can see him. Christian
I thought
Bernal.
you were off memory. I was gonna say, God damn, boy.
Nah, Crazy Leg 007, Renee Q in the building. Chapster OC.
Yeah, Renee Q.
East Bay NorCal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Robert Magana. Sergio Velasquez. Paul. RYB Soriano. Carlos Tobar. Suavecito 44. What's up, homie? I think you said DP 650, Raider SS, Fosev. I think you said the rest of them, Box.
Pretty much. Anybody else we missed, man? You know what's up, man. Big love across the board, man. We'll be back tomorrow. Me and Jerry, probably around the same time, 6:30. Don't miss it, man. You guys know what's up. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it again like we did the first time. All right, Josh, man. I appreciate you, man. Whenever you're ready for me to come over there to the homie hangout, man, let me know. For those of you that are just new to the channel, that just tapped in for the first time, check out his channel as well. We support it. The homie hangout. He's got good content. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Anyway,
Ezekiel said you miss peaches and plums.
And
on that note,
big homie, you know what I'm saying? Big homie from my hood, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. Crazy boy.
All right, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bro. I hit you up, man. All right, you guys have a good night. Stay safe, man. Check out that Inner Demons.